26,500. That's how many men purchase sex from prostitutes in Israel every single night, according to data based on surveys from the Welfare Ministry. But now, a new proposal aims to change that. Israeli Justice Minister Ayelet Shaked this week proposed to fine the clients of prostitutes about $400 for a first offense, and if they're caught with a prostitute again, the fine doubles.
The story of prostitution is a story of abuse, awful abuse with a lot of violence. The age of entering prostitution is around 13, that 90% of them were sexually abused as childs. We want to say to these girls, you have other options.
Prostitution in Israel is not illegal, but the bill is part of a bigger effort to change status quo by also increasing services to help prostitutes and their customers to break out of the cycle. Though not all agree this is the best way.
I think this is a terrible proposal because, in fact, the state is deciding what women can do with their bodies. The state says to women, you're stupid. This proposed bill can hurt women because then prostitution will go underground, and therefore it'll become more exposed to criminal elements and violence.
The proposal is just the first step in a long process to become law. If it passes, Israel will join Sweden and other European countries with a similar model. In some states, like Lithuania and Croatia, prostitution is completely illegal. On the other end of the scale are countries like Germany and Netherlands, where not only prostitution but also pimping is entirely legal. And in the middle, France, Norway, and Sweden, where the prostitutes themselves are safe, but clients and pimps are penalized. The argument there is that prostitution is an act of exploitation by pimps and customers who have all the power and should carry all the penalty. In the US, it's illegal in all but one state, Nevada. Experts and activists don't always agree on how to make prostitution safer while still ensuring each individual's right to do with their bodies as they wish.
I think we need to institutionalize prostitution. It will strengthen women. It could be done in safe apartments, it's healthier, and the police will protect these women and strengthen them.
According to a survey by the Welfare Ministry, around 12,000 women and 1,000 men work in prostitution in Israel, fueling a $318 million industry.
What we're trying to prevent is taking the next generation into prostitution. I believe that the next generation is going to be born to a country where it's illegal to consume sex, will not look for prostitutions. It's working in Sweden, it's working in 8 other countries, it can work in Israel.
This week, a number of prostitutes have now written to lawmakers asking them to act against Shaked's proposed legislation. For now, as they wait for a decision from above, purchasing sex remains legal.